I'm told we have a slight pause now. We're halfway through the first half, so we can take a moment just to consider things. Apparently there's a bit of delay while they try to find the key of the organ. I find it a bit strange. You'd thought a 3-manual organ would have enough keys, but there we are. And I think it's probably time for a soprano joke. How do you put a sparkle in a soprano's eye? You shine a flashlight in her ear. Okay, let's be fair here. What's the definition of an alto? A soprano who can sight read. And how can you tell when a tenor is really stupid? The other tenors notice. And finally, how many basses does it take to change a light bulb? None. They're so macho they prefer to walk in the dark and bang their shins. I suppose we need a conductor joke. I know a guy who was so dumb, his teacher gave him 2 sticks and told him to become a drummer. He lost 1, so he became a conductor. What's the definition of a major second? 2 tenors singing in unison. How many sopranos does it take to change a light bulb? 2. One to hold the Diet Cola and the other to get her accompanist to do it. Enough frivolity. Okay. After a piece of church music like that, I need to confess my sins. Palestrina was, of course, a 16th century composer. Now, as many of you may know about the Mozart effect. You'll have heard the idea that if a child listens to enough Mozart, they get smarter and can do mathematics better and somehow get a higher IQ. But the Mozart effect isn't the only effect that you can get from music. For instance, there's the Bach Effect. When the Bach Effect is used, a child can say the same thing in several voices at once, keeps producing inventions, and claims everything is to the glory of God. Clearly should be sent to a charter school. Then there's the Beethoven Effect. The child develops a superiority complex and is prone to violent tantrums. May well have a hearing problem. Then there's the Chopin Effect. The child can't say anything without adding cascades of extra words that sound very pretty but don't actually say anything at all. Then there's the Bruckner Effect. You know about Bruckner? The child speaks very slowly and repeats himself frequently. Everyone thinks he's saying very profound things when really he's trying very hard to work out how to end the sentence. Then there's the Wagner Effect. Watch out for this one. The child becomes a megalomaniac and speaks for 6 hours at a stretch. The Schonberg Effect. The child never repeats a word until he's used all the other words in his vocabulary. Sometimes he talks backwards or upside down. Eventually people stop listening to him and the child blames them for their inability to understand him. There's the Philip Glass effect. The child repeats one word over and over and over and over and over. And lastly, of course, the John Cage effect. The child says exactly nothing for 4 minutes and 33 seconds. You can understand that child is very popular with teachers. While we're just waiting for the stage to be prepared, I thought I'd just share with you choirs some helpful hints from somebody as experienced as myself as to how to deal with conductors. The first thing is to never be quite satisfied with the starting pitch of the piece. If the conductor uses a pitch pipe, sing out a few alternatives. I'm sure you could. You should always bury your head in the music just before your cue. Please loudly clear your throat during pauses. Tenors are trained to do that from birth, by the way. Quiet instrumental interludes are a good chance to blow your nose, if you feel like it. Please wait until well into the rehearsal before you tell the conductor you don't have your music. Whenever possible, sing your part either an octave above or below what is written. This provides excellent ear training for your conductor. If he hears the pitch, deny it vehemently and claim it must have been somebody else, probably a tenor. And if you are a tenor, I'm sorry, you just got caught. Okay. Most importantly, tell the conductor, I can't find the beat. Conductors are very sensitive about their stick technique, so it's important to challenge it as frequently as possible.